With console technology set to make a massive leap in the coming months, the breadth and scale of open-world games is only going to get larger. Sony has already unveiled some really good-looking sequels in the genre, but what else can PS5 players expect? Let's take a look at 15 such titles here.
I will be ready.
Horizon Forbidden West. Aloy finally makes her return in 2021. It's a long wait, but so far, Horizon Forbidden West is looking exceptionally gorgeous. Aloy's mission sees her journeying to the Forbidden West, exploring the ruins of California and other iconic locations, to stop a dangerous new threat. Along with new machines and new tribes, there's also underwater exploration, which promises some new mechanics. Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Set 1 year after the City That Never Sleeps DLC, Miles Morales has embraced his role as Spider-Man. Though slightly smaller in scale from its predecessor, Spider-Man Miles Morales offers new story missions, new villains to combat, and new abilities like Venom Blast. After how great the base game was, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales already seems like a success, but ray tracing and 4K 60 FPS support sweetens that deal even further. It's out in holiday 2020 as a launch title for the PS5. CYBERPUNK 2077. 3 life paths, 6 big districts, and 1 Johnny Silverhand played by Keanu Reeves. CD Projekt Red's CYBERPUNK 2077 is already looking to be a heady experience. The FPS RPG promises branching side quests and narrative on a massive scale, with incredible attention to detail in Night City, numerous weapons to couple with cybernetic augments, tons of factions and NPCs, and so much more. CYBERPUNK 2077 releases on November 19th for Xbox One, PS4, and PC, with support for Xbox Series X and PS5, though true next-gen versions are slated for launch next year. Assassin's Creed VALHALLA. Finally, Assassin's Creed visits the age of the Vikings, said no one ever. All jokes aside, Ubisoft's next big open-world action RPG is looking better and better. You play as Eivor, who leads his Viking clan, conducting raids on nearby areas and eventually joining the Hidden Ones. From upgrading one's settlement and Viking rap battles to battling mythical foes like the Daughters of Larion, Assassin's Creed VALHALLA storms onto Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PS4, PS5, Stadia, and PC on November 17th. Watch Dogs Legion. Futuristic London is under tight control, with DedSec being framed and private military company Albion being brought in to restore order with an iron fist. You play as several members of the hacker group, recruiting any NPC from the population and using their unique skills to expose the truth. From retired Secret Service grandmas to literally John Wick, multiple approaches can be taken for missions and side activities. Project ATHIA. The only reason we know Project ATHIA is open world is because Square Enix president Yosuke Matsuda confirmed it as such. Otherwise, there's next to nothing known about this game, save for it being developed by Luminous Productions, featuring a lot of exploration and a hero that's in a world not of her own. Project ATHIA is in development for PS5 and PC, with release seemingly a ways off. Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5, along with Grand Theft Auto Online, is coming to PS5 next year. What more can be said that hasn't already been said? It's one of the highest rated open world games of all time, with over 135 million copies sold. If you haven't played it yet, then maybe the PS5 version is the way to go, especially since GTA Online will be free for the first 3 months of release on the platform. Far Cry 6. Set in the fictitious nation of Yara, you play as guerrilla fighter Danny Rojas and attempt to overthrow Castillo's regime. That means venturing across jungles and beaches along with the flaming streets of Esperanza. Dying Light 2. Though still featuring the same first-person parkour, Techland's Dying Light 2 looks to be a lot more narratively ambitious. The infected are still a major threat, but now the player's actions will reverberate throughout the city, changing its look, altering the dynamic between its factions, and outright opening up new areas. The Pathless. The Pathless is developed by Giant Squid of Abzu fame, which explains the beautiful animated aesthetic. Players assume the role of the Hunter, who arrives on a strange island to combat a curse. As a master archer, the Hunter will explore ruins and fight corrupt spirits with her trust eagle companion, seemingly to save the world. STARFIELD. If Project ATHIA is bereft of details, then Bethesda's STARFIELD is practically barren. It's a first-person RPG set in space, obviously, and apparently in development since the studio finished Fallout 4. We don't even know if it's only releasing for next-gen consoles or current-gen as well. For what it's worth, Bethesda's Pete Hines believes the reveal will be worth the wait, so there's that. The Elder Scrolls 6. And then we have The Elder Scrolls 6, which Bethesda has confirmed will be coming after Starfield. As such, it's a long ways off. The announcement trailer debuted at E3 2018 and there's still no information. If nothing else, expect it to arrive for PS5 and Xbox Series X along with PC. Skull and Bones. Remember when Skull and Bones was presented as a multiplayer-esque naval combat title with big battles and piracy, not to mention numerous ship types and wind mechanics. Though a single-player campaign was confirmed, not much has been said since the game's numerous delays. Rumors claim it has live service elements, which isn't surprising at all considering microtransactions were already confirmed, but it's still an open-world game at this point. The real question is when Skull and Bones will be announced for PS5, considering it's currently planned for April 2021 to the March 2022 fiscal year. Gotham Knights. The Batman is dead in Gotham Knights, which sounds like the Arkham Knight is a brand new character and totally not Jason Todd all over again. But for all intents and purposes, this is a completely different game from the Batman Arkham series. It stars Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin as they battle against supervillains like Mr. Freeze and contend with the enigmatic Court of Owls. With two-player co-op support, leveling but no level gating, and the lack of live service elements, Gotham Knights is out in 2021 for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC.
Then the town strikes you dead.
Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Rocksteady's newest game since 2016 focuses on the Suicide Squad, namely Harley Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang.
So, figure out who we're killing yet?
Brainiac is rampaging across the world yet again, and the Justice League's members, like Superman, have apparently turned evil. So of course, it's up to the Suicide Squad to fix things. As an open-world action shooter, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League features 4-player co-op and solo play, the latter implementing squad AI along with character switching. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from Gaming Bolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.